An Israeli attack in Syria this week killed 2 officers in Iran's Revolutionary Guards, the Islamic Republic's ideological army said on Tuesday, vowing revenge. Guard Colonels Ahsan Karbalapour and Morteza Saidnejad were martyred, a crime committed by the Zionist regime during a rocket attack in the suburbs of Damascus, Syria, yesterday morning, said a statement issued on Sepa News, the Guard's website. Israel, it said, will pay for this crime. Both Iran and Russia have provided financial and military support to President Bashar al-Assad's regime since Syria's conflict began in 2011. On Monday, a war monitor, the British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, said Israeli strikes killed 2 pro-Iran militiamen and wounded 6 others. The target of the strikes was a weapons and ammunition depot operated by Iran-backed militias near Damascus International Airport, it said. Syrian state media said the Israeli missiles killed 2 civilians, something the observatory, which relies on an extensive network of sources inside Syria, said it could not confirm. Tehran says it has deployed its forces in Syria at the invitation of Damascus and only as advisors. This is not the first time Iran has accused Israel of killing members of its armed forces in Syria. In 2018, Tehran said 4 military advisors were killed by an Israeli aggression in central Syria. The Guards had also previously announced the death of some of their members on a mission in Syria. According to the observatory, Israel has carried out raids in Syria at least 7 times so far this year. Last month, Israeli raids near the capital killed 2 Syrian soldiers and 4 Iran-backed militiamen, the observatory said. Since civil war broke out in Syria in 2011, Israel has carried out hundreds of airstrikes inside the country, targeting government positions as well as allied Iran-backed forces and fighters of Lebanon's Shiite militant movement Hezbollah. While Israel rarely comments on individual strikes in Syria, it has acknowledged mounting hundreds of them since 2011. The Israeli military has defended them as necessary to prevent its arch-foe Iran from gaining a foothold on its doorstep. The conflict in Syria started with the brutal repression of peaceful protests and escalated to pull in foreign powers and global jihadists. It has killed nearly 500,000 people.